Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here. If you haven't followed me on Instagram already, please do so. Why would you do that? Well, sometimes I can't post on YouTube as often as I would like, though I will be posting more often in the coming month. With that being said, in between the times that I don't post on YouTube, I do post a lot of content over on my Instagram page, including a lot of bonus readings that are actually quite detailed, you know? Just yesterday, I posted a very detailed one there that was about 30 minutes long. So if you want to, catch up on that, remember, energy is fluid. It doesn't matter if the reading that I posted over there was from 3 weeks ago. Go ahead and follow me. You can follow me by going down into the description box and clicking the link that will send you directly there, or you can go on Instagram on your own and search up Victoria_the_medium, and I should pop up. Don't forget to click follow or else it's pointless, it goes away. For those of you that are new, just to introduce myself, I'm a medium. I am a no tools reader, so a lot of times I like to channel a lot, and the cards are more for confirmation. However, this is going to be a very different reading. I was guided to post my usual very detailed reading tomorrow. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do now is just very straightforward. They're having me start with oracle cards, okay? You guys know I'm a medium, I'm channeling. If that's what they tell me to do, that's what I'm going to do. So it must be a message. I'm getting that this is going to provide clarity on a relationship or some kind of situation that you are in or have an emotional tie to in regards to love or somebody you've been dealing with, okay? I am sensing that for whoever I'm channeling right now, there is absolutely a separation, okay? If you are together, then there is still a separation somehow, okay, energetically. They don't want me to say too much. They want me, there's something about the energy tomorrow. I guess it's going to shift, and they want me to share the rest. So I'm not going to channel as much, but I'm going to go straight into the messages, okay? This is going to be more like putting on, they're telling me, they're showing me having glasses put on, okay? Do you understand? They're telling me that the issue right now, and I did mention this in my last Instagram reading, okay, that really surprisingly focused a lot on third-party energy. So if you're in that situation, go look. But what they showed me is that with the lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn that we're having, either July 4th or July 5th, depending on where you live in the world, that's going to close out a major, major, major cycle, okay? It's going to close out a cycle of fears and things that you've been trying to conquer for the past 5 years in particular, okay? I'm going to go more into detail about that next reading. But with that being said, because you're about to go through a very big paradigm shift, it's kind of like basically you've been making a lot of changes for the past 5 years in particular in regards to home, family, love, what you want in life, how you want to show up in the world, okay? Whether or not you want to get married or commit or have a commitment in your life, or if you want to be single for the rest of your life, or what kind of path do you want to follow, what kind of goals do you want to have, etc. What fears have been holding you back? What changes do you have to make? For the past 5 years, you probably have been going through cycle over cycle over cycle, revolving around one major theme that has happened so that you can get to this point, and it's going to continue on to December because eclipse energies last that long, so that you can start your new path. Okay, the thing with that is, I said I wasn't going to go into full detail until tomorrow, but this still isn't full detail. I will, but this is what they want me to share right now. However, the thing with that is, though you may have had the awareness and the consciousness that you have been working towards change for the past 5 years, or experiencing a lot of situations to guide you towards change in the love department, in the work versus home, balance department, career. It's basically all these Cancer energies, which is related to comfort, what you need to feel safe and secure, truly, not superficially. Self-care. In what ways have you not been taking care of yourself? In what ways have you been too much in devil energy? Because remember, this lunar eclipse is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is the devil card in tarot, meaning it's all about the material plane, okay? It's all about 3D things, 3D meaning earth, like work and wanting money, and could be even greed and action and getting things done no matter what, and it could lead to toxicity. So with this Cancer energy, it softens that up, and it's here to say, okay, I'm bringing these Capricorn energies, these devil energies forefront, just so that you can, you know, close up loose ends, right? In regards to all of the information that you've gathered to make these changes over the course of the past 5 years. That's basically it. So you will be having an incredible sense of clarity very soon. If you are still a little bit unclear about situations in your life and in regards to your relationships, you still somewhere, High Priestess card, which is intuition, going within, have already been shown what path you're supposed to go towards. You have already been shown if your feelings for someone are real or not real, okay? If you have to separate from someone or not. Whether or not you're together, okay? It'll make sense. But these feelings right now are very deep within. What's going to happen for the next 5 months, though, is that it's going to start showing up in the physical realm. And it's going to be very, very clear. Because the space that we're in right now, and this is also for the, you know, whoever you're involved with, even if you're not speaking or whatever the case may be, and energy's energy, is that for you to start this new cycle, you have to change your old thought patterns. And remember, with that Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we had in January, we're also closing out 35 to 40-year cycles, which means that could be longer than your entire life. Doesn't matter, right? It carries over. It means we have been slowly going through cycles to set the tone for the next 35, 40 years. That means that all the patterns and perceptions and the way that you look at life and the world, basically your whole life, is changing now. Because now you have taken control to set your own path, though it was divinely guided. And when that happens, you are, like I said, given from the divine a pair of glasses so that you can put on, and it's like sudden awareness. You know, imagine being kind of blind, and that being, you're not blind, but your vision is not so good. But you can still function without glasses, you know. You think that's normal because that's all you know. And then someone gives you an awesome pair of glasses and you put them on, you're like, oh my God, like the colors are so intense and I can see. That's kind of what they're showing me to describe this paradigm shift. It's a sudden, like, culmination of all of these cycles and lessons and energies that we've gone through and accumulated for the past 5 years. We're clearing that now, okay? So it's a sudden change in awareness that brings clarity. But because that's such a big paradigm shift, we're in the stage right now where we know it's coming and we know what we're learning, but there's still a lot of confusion. And that's why in that Instagram reading, we got that 9 of Swords energy that I'm getting, which is this restlessness, overthinking, anxiety, racing thoughts. But it's not giving me the sense of that energy as in you can't take it, you're going to lose your mind. It's more like the restlessness and anxiety mixed with like a sense of calm, okay, at the same time, right? It's just like this restlessness, like you can still function, but it is because what's happening now, this is happening for your person too, is that you've been shown the path, but when things change suddenly like that, when you're going through a paradigm shift, it takes a little bit to acclimate. So you're in competition with your old self that we're clearing, and this other person too, because it's all you've ever known. So you're kind of in this stage, and this person's in this stage where you don't know if your sudden awareness or your shift in thinking or feelings for someone or the direction that you feel intuitively is the direction you should follow. You still feel like you might be manipulating yourself, which is that Magician card in reverse. Like it's fantasy, you know? Or if there has been communication from someone, or you and this person communicated, it might be easy, one way or another, to assume that the other person is being manipulative. Because the path that you're going forward into is so different from what you're used to, okay? This style of relationship is so different than what you're used to. This way of thinking or handling situations or handling conflict or thinking about conflict. This is more on a personal level. You're both going through it individually, but personally, and then, you know, together. This is also collective energy, meaning everyone's going through this. So because it's a different way of thinking, you don't know if the manipulation is coming from you or if someone is making you think differently, because it's a kind of suspect, you know, if that makes sense. So it brings these energies into July. That's all about balancing out your emotions. It's kind of just like going through July without an agenda, really. Like, I just don't know, la-di-da-di-da. I don't care how anyone thinks about me right now. Like, I just gotta do this. That's happening for a reason, so that you can be eased into this new path. And then you're just gonna fall into it, okay? I said I wasn't gonna channel much, but again, these are the astrological events right now that are really governing our situation. So they wanted me to throw in a bit in regards to that, so you understand what's going on. Tomorrow, I'm gonna also post a video about that in full detail. With that being said, you probably feel a little fuzzy right now on whether or not you should just let somebody go. And the answer is yeah, just let them go. The only thing that you need to be focused on right now is you, okay? But I will say one thing. They said focus on oracle cards, and here I am channeling tarot. I mean, this is it's a state of surrender, whatever, okay? Energies come and it just takes over, and it is what it is. However, Ace of Swords, Sun card, Moon card, things coming into clarity, you having things being illuminated that have been hidden, okay? So it could be just situations, things you didn't know about. Ace of Swords is communication and clarity. But remember, swords can cut you. So the things that you're going to be learning, both about yourself and this other person, you're going to be learning within this month, either through them reaching out, okay, and just having an honest conversation, or if you guys don't come into union, because the divine's gonna shut that door. Because honestly, for some of you, I said it last reading, it's 60-40. You're gonna have love regardless. That's the whole point. That is a collective energy that commitments are forming. But for some of you, it's someone from the past, that's Six of Cups, and for some of you, it's somebody brand new. Because the divine, if you've done your work, if you learned your lesson, isn't going to have you sitting in a corner because someone else didn't. Do you understand? They're going to take that energy that was supposed to be shared between both of you and just send it to somebody new. And then that relationship will, Eight of Wands, move forward quicker than anything you've ever experienced, because that person's just going to be ready. Do you understand? Regardless. The clarity, it's either going to come from this person in a form of communication, okay, if you're meant to reconcile somehow, or it's just going to be the divine giving you the clarity with that Ace of Swords, like, no, this person's a piece of you know what. You need to close that door. They're disrespectful. they don't value you, they haven't learned their lessons, walk away. You know, the divine right now is really helping those that have done the work and are open to listen to their intuition, basically. So if this person has not done their work and doesn't come and give you clarity or speak to you, the divine's going to make sure that they do that for you. So that everyone, so even though, like I said, it's like 60-40, the reason that both groups can watch this reading and still resonate is because the energy, overall energy is still the same, and the end result is still the same, whether it's the past person or a new person. But for most of you, this is a past person, and that's what I'm going to focus on right now with the Oracle cards. Because like I said, they wanted me to just throw in a little bit right now and share the real full reading for tomorrow, okay? There is a reason for that. So this is going to be a lot shorter than what you're used to. This other person right now, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to just focus on, okay, this other person that I'm channeling for is having or about to have a tower moment, big time. What's a tower moment? It's sudden upheaval. It's a destruction of their foundation, but we know that. But for whatever reason, I'm getting that it's hitting this person a lot heavier than it's hitting you. Because they're showing me the 10 of Wands, which is this burden, okay? And they're honestly, with that 9 of Swords and this 5 of Cups energy, which is like this sadness, honestly, they're showing me like the King of Wands. King of Wands is someone, Wands signify work, creativity, labor. So, but they're showing me the Devil card. So again, they said Oracle cards, and here I am, but whatever. They're showing me someone that is using things in the material plane to just completely suppress their emotions and just ignore everything that they're feeling inside. But the thing is, what they're feeling inside is the 9 of Swords, which is the restlessness, anxiety, overthinking. Even if they somehow learned how to disassociate, because people, that is a condition. People, that is a defense mechanism that people learn throughout their lives to actually acquire and not even be aware of it, which is like you separate yourself from your stress, and it kind of like, it's like you're looking at it from the outside, like it doesn't exist. It's a really intense form of self-protection and avoidance that people learn over time, and it usually stems from trauma. If somebody is something like that, really holding things in, and then trying to, again, overburdening themselves with like this 10 of Wands, like put the weight of the world on their shoulder. But they put themselves kind of like in this victim mode. Like they feel like everything is happening to them, and it's because of all of their surroundings. But that's changing, because the clarity is coming for them too. That Ace of Swords, Sun card, Moon card, right? Where the divine's making it clear to them what they have dissociated from, the things that they have repressed that needs to be healed. They're showing them what they actually have contributed to your relationship that has brought you guys to this place, okay? And brought them to wherever they are, or dealing with whoever they are, because in Instagram we got a third-party reading, or whatever they're dealing with. I'm going to keep this light and give the full detail tomorrow, like little bits and pieces on what those things are, okay? The divine's really kind of putting in their face their involvement in this, because I'm getting the energy that this is somebody, again, that just no accountability, okay? And it's almost neurotic. It's pathological, to be honest, and that's not judgmental. It's like, because it's such an intense defense mechanism that this person truly believes it. Like, you know, truly, honestly believes in their heart that they are, you know, a victim of some sort. So if they're with a third party, there was a reason, like they were led there, and it's for a good reason. They don't realize they're actually subconsciously, now it's becoming conscious, they have been sabotaging themselves, you know, holding on to these third parties. Third parties don't have to be people. It could be things, addictions, things. I'm going to go into that tomorrow. It's their way of really avoiding vulnerability. Sabotage. So what happens is, while they do that, these repressed emotions, this person truly has feelings for you. Okay? This is a soul connection. They're showing me that Lover's card. Soul connection. Right? But they repress it so much that they force themselves not to believe it. So what happens? That doesn't mean the energy doesn't exist. Now, with this clarity coming through, when the divine puts the glasses on them, like when the divine's putting, like I said in the beginning, the glasses on you, it's going to be kind of heavy. That's why they're saying lay low a little bit, but it's fine because you've been more aware. When the divine puts the glasses on them, it's going to cause them like a shock, right? It's like they are really putting, like, it's like the light bulbs have turned on all around this person. And now they're really deep in some kind of third party situation or some kind of something that they put themselves in. Like I said, I saw the King of Wands and the Devil. They might be overworking to, you know, avoid things. But what they were really doing is not loving themselves, because they were sabotaging themselves, you know, overworking themselves to the point of stress to then say, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm overwhelmed, but they're not doing anything to take care of themselves. It's really all attempts not to deal with their issues. That's the reality. And, you know, I feel like this person would never admit that, but they're starting to realize that. And the thing is, the divine is making that clear to this person now, and they're showing me the Tower moment as in like nervous breakdown. And I don't wish that on anyone. It took me, I didn't even want to say it, but some of them are literally on the verge of an actual nervous breakdown, especially if they're an unemotional person. Okay? They show me that with the Seven of Cups, which is like thoughts all over the place, confusion, Moon card, and the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, which is pinned down, bleeding, like, and the Tower card. Like, this, I feel like for some, they're going to have a nervous breakdown. For some of them, it's going to be intense and severe enough where they're actually going to go to the hospital, because they showed me that. So some of you might be getting a phone call, like Ace of Swords or Eight of Wands, from like someone, okay, like a friend or something, to let you know, because I guess they know that you care. That's for a small group. I don't want you guys to be worried and manifest that. But this is happening in general for the collective that I'm reading. Some of them will just experience this like breakdown in the privacy of their own home. But these burdens, this Ten of Wands, is too much. And it's like they set their own traps, though. Do you understand? So if you're in separation right now, that's why. Because they, the masculine energy, okay, divine feminine energy, you already reach a certain point. Divine masculine energy, and this is how you know, this is how you understand. People don't know, like, how can I watch a reading and it resonates with me so perfectly and like everyone else? But think about it. It's a collective energy, and if you were guided to me, likes attract likes, it's for a reason. The divine's too intelligent for accidents. You can see that collectively too. The world is run by masculinity, masculine energy. Unhealthy masculine energy that has suppressed divine feminine energy. That is why there's so much war. Masculine energy is about action, work, control, protection. Okay? With the love of divine feminine, it's perfect balance in the right way. But when the world or your life or people independently are too much in divine masculine energy, what happens? It becomes controlling, even abusive, and just hurtful. You can see this energy collectively, right? Like the world, the things that are happening in the world, it's like the world is having a nervous breakdown. It's a breakdown in exactly that, masculine energies, that unhealthy masculine energies, right? Like suppressing things, hiding things, hiding all the corruption, etc. We see that. Let's go back to your person. They are experiencing this on an individual level. Okay, but I usually don't talk about health. I don't like to talk about health, but some of them, some of them are literally going to have to go to a doctor or a psychiatrist, or literally have to go to a doctor because they have like a nervous breakdown and they've never experienced something like this in their life, ever. Or they're going to have like a nervous breakdown of some sort just on their own, or they're going to have some kind of a nervous breakdown and like drink themselves to like almost death, and their friends are going to be concerned or something like that. I'm telling you, is going to happen. You may or may not find out about it, but it's happening. And I feel like you guys can feel that energy. For some of you though, I'm telling you, and I don't like to give this kind of news, for some of you, expect that phone call. Okay? Expect that phone call. And it's going to put you in an interesting situation, I'm getting, for those that are going to get a phone call like that, because this person has not treated you right. This person has not treated you like they give a crap. This person has devalued you. This person has not shown respect to you. This person has ghosted you, etc., is what I'm getting for a lot of you. So you're at the point where you're like, you know, I don't even want, like, you're already taking the steps to separate yourself from the situation, because you're not going to keep giving to something you're not in. You don't want to be in masculine energy anymore, chasing a masculine. Okay, so, which is exactly where you need to be, but you're over it because you know you deserve more, but so do they. That's part of their nervous breakdown. Do you understand? So when you get this call or some information, even if it's not like that, even if it's just that, let's say they call you after drinking that 9 of Cups, or it's just a conversation that they have with you, Ace of Swords, it's you're gonna have mixed feelings because you feel like you don't owe this person anything anymore because of how they treated you. And the Divine's saying you don't. Please lead with, they're saying lead with love. Don't lead with anger, because anger is only gonna affect you. Okay? Lead with love. Yes. Have compassion. Yes. But do so with very strict boundaries. Right? Like if you get that phone call, be like, oh my God, are they okay? Do you want me to go there or whatever? Do you want me to bring something? Right? But that's it. Like a freaking business transaction. And then if this person wants to be with you again, they're going to be the ones that have to take the action. And I'm getting, for a lot of them, they will. I see a lot of reconciliations happening, but there's going to be this like weird period in between, I'm telling you. By the end of this summer, I don't know where you live in the world, but you know, by the end of August into September, actually until the end of this year, but now in particular, you're going to notice a lot. You're going to learn a lot. It's just going to be night and day, especially by the end of August. A lot of you are just going to seriously like already be in committed relationships with this person, but it's just going to be a completely different dynamic because of whatever happened. That's what I'm getting, which is interesting. But with that being said, I love how they said, you know, this happens on my channel a lot. I will say I'm going to do something, and then I'm a medium. You guys know that. So when I channel, it's not really me. So it's like I turn my button off and I don't exist. So it's like what they go through me, and so whatever they want to say, that's what they wanted to share. But there is a lot more to this, and they want to wait until tomorrow. They want you to know that it's very easy to be angry right now with however they're treating you. This person does love you. But the thing is that some of them, the reason they treat you like shit is because they really believe they don't love you. Some of them, that's the truth. Inside, they know that they do, but like, again, they're trying to magician in reverse to convince themselves that they're manipulating themselves into a fantasy or whatever. But that stuff's bubbling up. That stuff is bubbling up. And now, it's like, though they seem like they're very malicious because of the 7 of Swords, which is deception and heartbreak that you guys have experienced, 3 of Swords, right? I mean, I always say this. It doesn't take a lot to be a decent human being. Okay, that's why boundaries need to exist. I don't care what happened. It doesn't take a lot to be a decent human being. So I'm getting that a lot of these people have not been decent human beings, meaning they separated with you through ghosting, like really cowardly things, you know, like instead of just having a conversation with you about it, like they actually hurt you, possibly multiple times. So you're probably in the energy of like, I don't owe this person anything, and you don't. But the divine saying, this is part of their karmic lesson, this Wheel of Fortune, right? So because this is part of their karmic lesson, they don't want you to hold on to that anger. Okay? That doesn't mean that you have to forgive them. Like, that doesn't mean that you have to just, when you speak to them, forget that this ever existed. It does need to be brought up in conversation. Okay? So you're going to have to show some kind of like masculine energy in this. So yes, lead with love, but you have to also lead with the show the importance of accountability, okay? But not in a manipulative way. But it's gonna be pretty emotional, I'm telling you. Chariot card, I don't know, an 8 of Wands also is travel, and world cards travel. I keep getting like some of you, because of this, might have to travel towards this person. It's going to be different for everyone. Or maybe because of their, when they get some kind of a breakdown, they're going to travel towards you and show up at your house suddenly. Okay, seriously. Or you guys are just going to have a conversation, reconcile during a period of heavy stress for them. And you guys are going to decide to take like a sudden trip somewhere, okay, to get away. But it's going to be like kind of secret for whatever reason. I'm getting that for some people. Or if they're actually in a hospital setting or something like that, for the small group that's in that situation, you might have to travel that way, but everything's going to be okay. But travel's heavy, and that's weird because with the coronavirus situation, I've been channeling a second wave, like big time. So the traveling seems a little, you know, interesting, but that doesn't mean you can't go in a car and go somewhere, you know? So I'm just getting that heavily. But it's going to bring you guys 6 of Cups, like so much closer. Closer to them, closer to yourself. Wow, that's why it makes no sense. I think they have me like show you in the beginning when I say, I'm not going to channel as much, or this is going to be different. You know why? It's like a lesson within itself. That's their way of saying, learn to surrender. Because whenever I come on here and don't live what I preach, meaning I try to control the channeling somehow, right? They purposely make me go against it. I am going to keep this short though. And there are a lot more details. But this was an important message. Okay? And it's for a big group of you. So I don't even know, since they had me channel tarot and that was unexpected, if I should start with tarot or oracle cards. You know, I'm just going to do it. Because that's what they said. No. Yeah, so that's the truth. And there is this outside influence I'm getting. For a lot of you, it's somebody else. I think for some of them, like this person, if there was another person involved, actually was deceptive to them. And that was like the trigger, you know? It's just a lot of like things. But they don't want you to take this on too much as your responsibility, because divine feminine, and you love this person, etc., because they made their bed and they have to lie in it. Okay? Basically. But this this person cannot get you off their mind. And it's gonna drive them insane. Literally. Alright, let's see what we got here. Wow. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the Queen of Wands to me is is if there is a third party situation that's a female, it's always the Queen of Wands to me as a reader. It's my choice. That's what she is to me. Not because everyone else says that. That's what it is to me. So for that to come out next to the World's card, okay, means two things. The World's card signifies the closing out of a cycle, and it's like closing out for good. It's not like an ending that will restart or whatever. It's an ending. It's a cycle, and that's how I started this reading, was talking about the cycles that we're closing. So for some of them, literally, this 5-year cycle had to do a lot with their relationship with this person. That's for some of you. With this other person. They're closing that out, okay? But the World card also signifies travel. And I was just speaking about that. And that's one of the cards that I use to, sorry, my finger got anyway, to express that, okay? But the first card, okay, wow, look, it just flew out. Did you see how that flew out? Wow, look at these two cards. This is freaking beautiful, isn't it? By the way, guys, if you hear that my voice sounds a little weird, it's because I'm not really feeling well. So I wasn't actually going to post today. I wasn't, but I said I was. So I did a little bit, but because I just started feeling a little sick when I got up this morning. So nonetheless, wow. The first card is the strongest energy. 2 major arcana, which hold the most energy, but these are beautiful. This is the closing out of a cycle. That's what's going to happen with the eclipse. Towards what? The Star card. Star card is healing, hope, faith, reconciliation, rejuvenation, okay? Purification, reconciliation with yourself. Literally, you're naked, okay? So you're stripping all of the baggage so that you can cleanse yourself and close out the cycles, the old thought patterns, to start new. And like I said, this is divinely guided. This is all completely divinely guided, however it transpires to you. So that, my dear, wow. That is a perfect way to start this reading. These cycles are closing. That's going to offer a pure new beginning. That's what's happening for both of you, but for this person too. But depending on how dirty you are, okay, the purification and healing process is going to be a little bit different. But again, this also signifies to me what I said about travel. Some of you might have to travel to help heal someone during a situation like the situation I explained. But some of you are going to travel to have like this renewal of faith with this person, or like get away and be free. I'm getting that with this person being naked here. To pour out your emotions, just to disappear into the stars for whatever reason. Some of you, okay? That's what I got. Wow. And look at this person again, stalking. And look what's over here, the 6 of Cups. You can't make it up. There is a freaking... Listen, I can't. And as I did that, you saw how I split it? You saw how I just started shuffling for no reason, and the 7 of Swords, Deception? Listen, okay, hold on. This wasn't supposed to be a full reading, but now I'm like, okay. 6 of Cups, which came out in the Instagram reading also, is reconciliation. It's coming back together with someone from your past. It's the card that signifies children, your childhood. With this, with the World's card and the Star card, which also came out in the reading on Instagram. So they are basically, if you resonated with that reading on Instagram, this is for you also. Because these are all the same cards that we got. Literally every single card here right now were the cards that we got in the Instagram reading. So if you didn't watch it, watch it. If you resonated and you did watch it, then this is an extension to that. Means a couple things, multidimensionally. Right now with these eclipses, like I said, closing out cycles of childhood wounds, things that happen in childhood or from the past. 6 of Cups means things from the past and your childhood or children. And this is healing, right? So that you can, this paradigm shift, go towards a new path. But in closing this cycle, someone from the past is coming to reconcile with you. But as that came out, this person came out sideways. This Queen of Wands, which I already told you is a third party. With the Seven of Swords, which is deception. There is like an energy, like a lurking, an influence. This is an influence. Whether they're still dealing with this person or it's energetic. That is just sneaky as hell. Manipulative. Really trying to block this person from their happiness. It's just so much. And this conversation you're going to have is in regards to this. You're going to learn a lot of things. But there is a nasty energy lurking. I'm just going to leave that there. I don't even want to talk about it that much. But like, can she stop coming up? All right, hold on. And I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to pull as much tarot as I usually do. Even if all the cards that I channel don't come out. Because I'm not going to allow them. Here I am trying to control again, right? And here's a card that I channeled, the Nine of Cups. And I'm not going to pull it. Which is that drinking. So I said, some of you, this person's going to just contact you out of nowhere, like after drinking, they can't take it anymore. Because I'm going to just pull oracles. I'm going to keep this one short. Because I already see this can go on for an hour. And there's a lot of juicy stuff they want to share. But I'm going to save it for tomorrow. Oh my God. Literally, the same cards that we got in yesterday's reading on Instagram. And I split this and it was a Wheel of Fortune, which we also got, but I'm not. So that reading yesterday was significant. Same cards. Wow. This is clear as day. Ending, death card, ending, transformation, rebirth. What are you ending? It's the death of things from the past or wounds or old thought patterns that have stopped you from being able to have a pure new beginning in love, etc. It's also a rebirth. So it's like after you know, someone comes forward for reconciliation after literally dying. Okay? They have to die in order for this to happen. So right now you just need to focus on yourself. Okay? Let me just pull a couple more and then I'm going to go into oracles and then I'll leave it there because they have so much more to say. But you guys know that. And look what's here, which I channeled also. Six of Pentacles is balance, okay? It's also breadcrumbing, okay? So this person literally could have been breadcrumbing, but it's balance. I said for some of you, you're going to have to travel to get some kind of balance with this person. Okay? Or this person is going to go away to have some kind of balance within themselves. Some of you will be involved in this. I keep getting travel. Okay? But basically, with the Star card, which is healing and purification, and the Seven of Cups underneath, which is the card that I channeled for like the breakdown, basically. Because it's like thoughts all over the place. Like I can't take it anymore. And cups mean emotion. That's what that means to me, okay? This cycle is ending so this person can have balance to this confusion that they've had. Okay? Basically. Okay, hold on. Wow. Underneath the Six of Cups is the Two of Cups. Okay? Reconciliation from someone from your past to come and start a relationship or express, because the two is still the number two. It's not like the full-blown relationship, right? It's like to offer a cup of love and say, this is just, I love you, right? I'm balancing out the fact that I was confused as hell, but even if you were confused, on top of you is the divine. So this is going to be divinely guided. Someone from the past is coming to, you know, offer some kind of love to you after some kind of death and rebirth kind of situation. Okay? That's what's going to be the outcome. But like I said, and I channeled, it's a lot of things that are going to happen in between. Ah, what on earth? You're falling apart. I don't know what I just did. I don't know what that was. Sorry. Oh my God. with the Emperor at the bottom. Oh my God. And okay, first of all, this just confirmed, they're just confirming the messages one way or another, okay? Because I told them I don't have all day. King of Wands. Didn't I say that this is the person that was basically, okay, this is clear as day. I act like I'm balanced on the outside. This is your person, right? But really, on the inside, I have thoughts all over the place, okay? I'm literally confused about my entire life. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm feeling. And I'm keeping myself in the dark. Look, this person's just a shade. I'm just overwhelmed with everything. But on the outside, with my pentacles, which is the material plane, I seem like I'm balanced. Boom. Right? I'm still going to come forward and tell you, you know, I love you. This is the thing. But what did I say? This person loves you. They want to act like they're balanced on the outside. And on the inside, they're literally about to lose their mind. And what did they do to hide the fact that they feel this way? They act balanced, King of Wands, Emperor, Eight of Pentacles. What's Eight of Pentacles? Literally work, keeping themselves busy in the material plane, like I channeled, doing everything except focusing on love. With the Emperor next to it, the Emperor is also somebody that could be controlling. The Emperor is somebody also that, you know, it's a ruler. So even though it's divine masculine, the embodiment of all kings, he also doesn't show a lot of emotion. He just sits there on a throne, like trying to hold it together. With the King of Wands that I channeled, that is, like I said, that's what they showed me when I channeled for working. So this person is just trying their freaking hardest to just avoid the fact that they feel really emotionally overwhelmed about the fact that they can't stop thinking about the past and the fact that they love you. But you see the Death card on top of this King of Wands? You know why? Let me move this. Because that is what's going to end in their life. This behavior. It's going to just, wow, look at that. I just split it. It's going to end. Why? Because this person, this is divine love. Okay? Because this is divine love. Literally on top of his head is the Lover's card. You know? So that's also a choice in love. And him having to make that choice. Or her. Hold on, they want a card for on top of here. No. They want me to shuffle. Look what just pops out here. You can't make it up. Oh my God, with the Empress. Look at that. It's unfolding. This person is doing everything in their power to freaking avoid the fact that they're in love with you. Okay? And now we're at the stage where we are Nine of Swords as channeled. Restless as hell. Thinking, it's like I work, trying to keep myself busy. But when I'm alone at night, I'm losing it. Why? Because what's on top of, what's in my head, what's on top of me? Love. A choice in love. Okay? What's behind me? Love. You know? And this is the overwhelm. And what is it regarding to? The fact that they know that you're the Empress. You're the counterpart. But they're also saying, remain in your Empress mode. Look at that. Wow. Ten of Wands. And I don't know if you noticed that underneath it was the Queen of freaking Wands again. What did I say? You know what that means? That the Queen of Wands was underneath this? The Queen of Wands, that other person or that other thing, that third party influence, has everything to do with this burden that this person's carrying. Literally. You saw that, right? Again, appeared. This is you. You are the counterpart to this person. And this person feels it. But there's something going on with this third party or something. It has something to do with their burden. Now they feel like they have the weight of the world literally on their shoulder. Okay? Overwhelm. That is overwhelm in depicted. 10 of Wands. Okay? With the 7 of Cups. Freaking about to lose your shit. All right? And it's going to lead to what I told you. I'm just going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's it. Oracles. This totally went different than what I expected. But again, that's how they, I don't know why this is backwards. That's what they do to me on purpose. Oh my God. These 2 cards just flipped. Hold on. The 8 of Wands, like I channeled. Sorry. And the Moon card, upright. Number 1, 8 of Wands is very rapid movement forward. It is travel, okay? It is quick communication. Next to the Moon card, which also has everything to do with the lunar eclipse, which I said has everything to do with this ending of this behavior this person has. Number 1, this reconciliation, this expression of love is going to happen quickly out of nowhere, right? After a period of being burdened. But it's like this burden is going to very quickly lead this person into the Moon. The Moon also signifies like being a lunatic, like losing your mind. It's very deep feelings, like it's emotional cycles. Okay, so that's what that's showing to me. But it's all, this is, you're not going to learn about all of this, okay? Because this is, these are things that they're battling, truly. There's a lot more to this too, okay? I don't know why they're all flipping like this. Like, it's not supposed to. Too much. Let's pull 2 more here. Yeah. Okay, what's this? This came out a million times now, and I did channel it. And look what's at the top. Look at what we're ending with, which is the, oh my God, and I just split it. You can't make it up. Okay, so now I see what they did in the 10 of Cups, which is relationship on the bottom. Now I see. Because they wanted to show you what's happening, but also what is going to lead to everything that I channeled earlier. And look at the 3 cards that they end with. You can't make it up. Out of nowhere, suddenly, 8 of Wands. What did I say suddenly is going to happen? And I said it's going to happen because of the lunar eclipse. I said for some of them, they're going to like drink and communicate with you out of freaking nowhere, okay? But also, that burden is going to happen. It's going to cause this like breakdown, this tower moment, okay? And you're going to have some kind of communication about it and this clarity, okay? So some ish is going to happen. And look at how the freaking tower card ends up like, that was the main message that I was channeling for God knows how long. And look how they had it end like on its own, like separate, just to be emphasized. And not only emphasized, but emphasized next to the Ace of Swords. These were the 2 cards that I was talking about the most, okay, in the beginning, okay? It's this. It's the communication that you're going to have, the clarity, the truth, and the tower moment this person's going to have, okay? So it's like, that's why they put them here. And they showed you here everything that led to it up to the lunar eclipse, okay? But there is going to be reconciliation with this person. Or communications about it. Some of you might not accept them because of their BS, to be honest. But there's going to be some kind of, honestly, for some of them, there's going to be some kind of an emergency where you're just going to have to, it's part of your lesson to just let go of anger, because it takes over everything. Okay. Hold on. I was going to say, can you confirm that message for me? Wow. Look at how they're confirming that freaking message. I don't know what just happened here. Oh my God. Look how they confirmed it. With the 7 of Cups. What did I tell you the 7 of Cups meant? Didn't I tell you that was part of my nervous breakdown card? The thoughts all over the place, confusion. You're going to learn about that. Can you clarify that? I mean, I hope not for everybody. You know, can you clarify that a little more? Wow, my voice is really running out. No. Right. They want another deck. Which one? Greer, okay. bottom. I didn't even realize. Oh my god. Hold on. The Sun card. Okay, what they're saying right now is Three of Cups in reverse with the Justice card in reverse. Oh my god, and I just split it with this, the Lovers card. They're just emphasizing the freaking third party situation BS. Okay, this is I said for some of them, they're clarifying everything. For some of them, this third party, okay, they realized that they were being manipulated by this person. This person did them dirty, okay? This person did them dirty. Or this person is still doing everything in their power to cloud this person's judgment to try to get in the way. And this has everything to do with what led here. But that's going to change. Again, I said this was going to be short. Look at where I am already. Yep. They're just confirming that message. Whenever I get the Ace of Swords to me, it is like a stamp from the divine saying, this is a confirmed message. Okay? And this is also clarifying. Look at how that light comes out of her head, right? That for some of you, for the, small percentage or whatever, that does not speak to this person, you're still going to have clarity. Okay? But that's not the group that I'm channeling right now. This is what I said was going to happen. Hold on. Is there anything else you want to say about this situation? Because I'm about to just end it here. Literally, I said the whole purpose was oracle cards, and they put me in my place, you saw? So I guess I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Judgment with the freaking moon and the Eight of Wands. Lunar eclipse. Judgment day. Releasing is going to help. It's going to bring the clearing. And it's going to make things happen very quickly. I'm telling you. Empress. Okay. So I hope that whoever I'm channeling is going to be okay. In regards to this, for those of you that are going to be involved in some kind of a health thing, but there's going to be some issues. For some of you, this is still going to happen to them. You might not physically hear about it, but you're going to know. But for the majority of you, it's what I channeled earlier. You know what? Let me just pull at this rate a couple of these. What do you want us to know? Wow. You saw? Talk about confirmation. Didn't I say retreat about some of you going on some kind of a trip with this person and you don't even expect it? It's time to disconnect from the world. That means a couple things. This literally touches on everything. Some of you literally going away with this person. Disconnect from the world. Like I said, I got like a secret vibe, like a let's run away kind of feel. But a retreat is also like, what do? Like when you go to a retreat, like you heal. Disconnect from the world. Like this person's gonna have some kind of a breakdown. When you have some kind of a breakdown, what happens? You have to disconnect from the world. Wow. They find a way to clarify it no matter what deck or what I'm using. Tell me more. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You know what I'm getting from that? Exactly what I just read. But they're really confirming that message that I channel. That's crazy. Look at how they freaking confirm. You can't make that up. Because these cards have nothing to do with nervous breakdowns and stuff, but like they always make it fit. Retreat, calling in your soulmate. What did I say? That some of you are gonna get a phone call out of nowhere. You're the soulmate. Like someone is going to call you, okay, about the fact that this person needs a retreat for whatever reason, because of a breakdown or something that's going on, or they're going to call you to tell you that. But this confirms exactly that. Tell me more. Wow. Heart-to-heart conversations to honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Need I say more? That's what we've been talking about. Let's pull 3 more. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Literally, they just keep shocking me. They always do. This whole situation is to free yourself, to take control of your life. And for them to take control of your life. Because they've lost it. Okay? And they need to free themselves from the burden that they've caused themselves. And you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. This is going to be initiated by this person. You don't do anything. But it does require some kind of disconnection from the world. Or travel. Or this person needing a retreat. Or having to go into a facility. Or something. Something like that. I said 3 more cards, right? So 2 more. Give your relationship a chance. Holy crap. Work on your partnership. Told you. That's what this person wants. Unbelievable. They're so clear. They're so clear. And this is so long. Like I said, I wanted to make this short. Because I honestly don't feel so great. I'm gonna be honest. So I wanted to keep it shorter because I don't feel so well. And I want to be able to wake up and feel better. But this, when the divine has something to say, I trust that they will give me a good night's sleep. So 1 more, because I'm doing this for them. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Holy crap, we got heart-to-heart conversation. Express your love. Calling in your soulmate. With the retreat for yourself, give your relationship a chance. It's all about communication. All of it. All of it. Wow. And this is exactly how we ended the freaking Instagram reading. So this to me is just exactly that. Basically, I feel like this reading that I just did right now with the very soon. Clearly decide what you want now so that it comes to you. Basically, what I think happens right now was that they just basically repeated with the same cards and everything, the reading from Instagram that I did yesterday. They gave a little bit more detail. They just wanted to add the someone's freaking the hell out aspect to it. Okay? But they ended the same way. This is where it's going to end up. Okay? If you wanted to. It's a someone from your past is returning to your life. Returning. That doesn't mean you have to accept it. But it also does say, give your relationship a chance. Because this person's just, it was like just toxic. Look, you can't, wow. Oh my God, you can't make it up. Again, that's what they're saying. No one's saying that this person's like, you have to hold them accountable. There's a balance to that, okay? So don't just say, feel bad for them because of this tower moment, right? And make it easy. Don't manipulate easy, like either, or make it difficult for them. You know, like, I'm not saying any of that. I don't believe in that crap. Who has time for that shit? That's, you know, we're adults here on this channel. But what the lesson that they're trying to tell you is, this was a lot deeper for this person. What did I say earlier on channel? That this person had the capability of really being an a-hole. Like, truly. Because it was complete disassociation. Like, they really believed they didn't love you. But it's like complete disassociation. And it was hurting them more than it was hurting you, believe it or not. Even if it was unconscious. Because it was like a sabotage thing. So they're just asking you, with boundaries, to hold that space in your heart and lead with love. Because someone's going through a death and transformation, but so are you. So are you. Because what I'm getting is for the divine feminine, you guys had this tower moment a couple months ago, right? That's how it happened in cycles. And now, so that you can get to this point to clear your energy, now it's like their turn. And the reason that happens in soul connections is because divine feminine is usually spiritually advanced, is more spiritually advanced than divine masculine. With your love energy, divine feminine energy, you help the masculine when they are in that unhealthy masculine energy, as I spoke about in the beginning, right? So they had you go through your tower moments and all your stuff in the beginning, so you still have stuff to work on, but so that you can enlighten and get to this point where during the lunar eclipse you already have a lot to release. You're more clear, right? The reason they do that is so that if this person does what they have to do, when they have this, you can help them. Truly, it's not your job to help people. You don't do that either. You're not a psychiatrist. That's what I mean with boundaries. You're not a freaking, this is not your job. Especially if they treated you like crap. You don't owe anyone anything. I don't care if they're sick. There is a way to be there for someone, but with, limits. So remember that. But hold compassion. Okay? Lead with love. Look at what came out when I said that. I said, because what this person was going through was learning how to let go of control issues. Which is all the suppression and all the stuff, and it's the unhealthy masculine. And then they're like, forgiving and learning. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. You know what? At this point, let me just pull a Lover's Oracle, and then we're out. This was supposed to be like 30 minutes. All right. And I honestly, I don't feel well, guys. I'm complaining, but this is, please, I know the divine's gonna help me sleep for doing this. All right. All right, give me a message. And they have a lot more to say, so I'm still gonna post tomorrow. Trust me. Ooh. When was the last time on this channel that you've seen me pull a Lover's Oracle? It's been a minute, right? And then look at the freaking card I get. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Literally. Look at that. That's crazy. And then these two. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Exactly. But it says look deep within your heart, because it doesn't seem like that at the moment. Even for this person. And there's still that third party influence. Don't make, oh my God. You just can't make it up on this channel, you guys. You really freaking can't. Like, I'm never surprised, but I'm always surprised. Even though, I mean, I know I'm a medium. I talk to dead people all the time. But they still shock me. Look at what this freaking says. It says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Did I not just go on a rant about, even if they have a nervous breakdown, which they are, have the boundaries? There's a way to stay true to yourself, meaning leading with love because you love this person, right? Yet having boundaries because it says, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. You can't deny that another part of your truth right now is the fact that you feel disappointment and you feel a little anger, or, you feel upset. You are leaving space for forgiving and learning. That's the difference, is that you're in that process. But you can't invalidate the fact that you felt, heavy feelings because of this person's actions in the past. So the divine's here to remind you, and they made that clear a million times. You have to honor that. The point is in learning how to balance honoring that with love. Don't let it take over. Okay? And don't let either the anger take over or the love take over. Just lead with love. And it says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. Because if this person hits you up, okay, with a situation like that, it's going to be easy to make you feel like you have to do more than you should. Okay? Because of their situation. But there's a balance to that. They made that clear. I mean, you can't make that up. I don't know why they want me to pull a freaking tarot card from the urban. They want me to end with it. They want to say something. Hold on. Wow. Ace of Discs. Ace of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Brand new. This is going to lead. This is going to lead. Hold on. This is going to lead. This is an offer of my God. That's how you know I don't feel well. I'm like falling asleep. This is a brand new beginning. Aces are brand new beginnings. Pentacles equals stability, abundance. It equals financial abundance also. It's also an offer of a commitment with somebody, okay? But what's more important here, it's stability. And that's what was lacking here. You're going to have stability. This person's going to have stability. But it's going to lead to you guys having stability together. Okay? Truly. But this is just the beginning of it. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to move very quickly. But, again, with this Ace of Swords, it's going to hurt you a little bit. There's a lot of just yuckiness. But don't forget that at a certain point, you had that yucky energy too. But that is not, don't let that be the reason that you have to feel guilt because at one point you've messed up too. Do you understand? Because you can't take away from their lessons. And you still have to allow this person to be in the masculine energy, which means action, being able to move forward. Because remember, that was the issue. Was that in love relationships, they could not lead with a healthy masculine energy. They were in unhealthy masculine energy. What does that mean? Unhealthy masculine energies mean that they control the femininity that, because we all have both inside of us, you know, within them, like being able to be vulnerable, feelings, etc., etc. You know what I mean? So they have to awaken their feelings through, and this is going to be a tower moment that's going to lead that, so they can get in touch with their feelings and allow them to go into this healthy masculine energy, which means they will be able to take action to support those feelings. You have to allow that. I don't know why they're making me, what the hell is this? Chariot. I channeled the Chariot, didn't I? I did. The Chariot signifies travel. I did channel that card for travel. Okay. It's travel that's going to offer some kind of new beginning. But this is also, again, stability and being able to move forward. That's what the Chariot is, right? That's what the Chariot is. And maybe you guys are going to go to the city or something. This is New York City because it shows like a cab. All right, let me see what else. And then, oh my God, with the bottom of the deck. And then I'm going to leave it here. Wow. Wow. Now, you guys know, what did I say? The Ace of Swords to me, especially at the end of a message, is like the divine's way of putting a stamp on a message. Like to just say, yeah, this, you're channeling right now. Like, this is it. All right? Number one. Number two, aces are brand new beginnings, like I said. Swords is communication. Okay? This is all going to happen through, like, honestly, truthful communication. This person's going to know their truth, too. And then we got the Knight of Discs, the gourmet chef. Okay, so I don't know if that resonates with someone somehow. Maybe that's what they do for a living. Could be possible. There are always messages within these things for certain people. Okay, truly. And I think it's significant that this is a Knight of Discs, and we started with the Ace of Discs and the Chariot, which means that this could also mean that maybe this person lives at a distance. Because I keep saying I saw travel, but this is movement forward with stability and clarity. Now the Knight of Discs is the slowest mother effing knight in the deck. Slow as hell, like frustrating slow. Like, what do you want in your life? You know, like the kind of person that would freaking have you engaged for like 300 years. You know, who does that? But the difference is this. Okay, we have the Ace of Discs, we have the Chariot. The Chariot moves forward quickly. This is, you know, stability and a new beginning. This is communication, but this is also like clarity, mental clarity of the truth. So what this is saying is this person might have moved slow in the past, and that's still, it's part of their personality. I feel like this person is very meticulous, but it's going to be able to move forward a little quicker with that Chariot energy. But it's still not going to be, it's going to make you feel like you're going to build in the right way. You're going to build with stability and clarity, because that's what's surrounding you. Stability and clarity and truth and purpose. Because the thing about the Knight of Discs is that they're slow as hell. Slowest moving knight in the deck. And the reason they show the Knight of Discs here as the gourmet chef is for a reason. Because what do they do for a living? They have to be extremely meticulous. Okay? There's a lot of preparing, you know, organizing. There's a lot that goes into it, you know, way before the execution. And while you're doing it, you have to be very aware, okay? And very careful. Very easily you can like screw something up with one little mistake, right? That's why they have this picture for the Knight of Discs. So why is that beautiful then? Change your perception. Don't focus on the fact that the Knight of Discs is slow right now. What they're trying to say is this person, and that's why they have the Chariot come out here to say this person's not going to move slow, but this person's going to move meticulously. And that's a good thing. Meaning, they're going to pay attention to the details that they didn't pay attention to before. And the reason the Knight of Discs is, even though they get a bad rap for being slow, it's actually the best knight to have. Because the Knight of Cups offers love, but could also be very flirtatious, whatever. The Knight of Swords is freaking impulsive as hell. The Knight of Wands uses its penis all over the freaking town, like basically whenever it wants. The Knight of Discs moves slow, but they're meticulous with a purpose. So you can guarantee that even if it takes them 6 years, they're going to reach their destination. So it's kind of like you're going to have clarity and truth, and you're not going to have a worry about time, because it's just going to know that you're going to get there. Okay? And you're surrounded by new beginnings. Well, damn. Very soon. Clearly decide on what you want so it comes to you now. It's happening soon. Okay? Love. Oh my God. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. That's all I gotta say. Love and light. I said this was gonna be short. It happens every freaking time. I just gotta stop with the freaking intros, you guys. It's BS. Take me as I am. Love and light. I will still post tomorrow, all right? Bye.